You jump into your car on a sweltering 90-degree afternoon. The sun is beating down relentlessly on your windshield, and suddenly you notice a massive, ugly crack splitting right across your once perfect dashboard. You might instantly blame the intense summer heat, but the real culprit is probably sitting under your kitchen sink right now. Too many of us are making critical, irreversible mistakes when we wash and detail our cars. We think we are taking care of our rides, but we are actually destroying our paint, fading our interiors, causing our leathers to crack prematurely, and tanking our vehicle's resale value without even realizing it. The difference between a car that looks like a tired piece of junk after 50,000 miles and a car that looks showroom fresh at 150,000 miles comes down entirely to the cleaning methods you use. Today, we are going to break down the worst detailing habits that are quietly ruining your car and exactly how you can fix them to keep your ride looking flawless. Before we dive into the exact chemicals you need to throw out and the professional techniques you should be using to protect your clear coat, if you want to keep your ride running right and looking sharp, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you do not miss our future garage tips. Let us go back to that cracking dashboard for a minute. Grabbing a bottle of glass cleaner, bathroom spray, or some heavy-duty, all-purpose household cleaner to wipe down your interior is a massive mistake. Products like Windex or heavy kitchen degreasers are formulated with aggressive ammonia and bleach bases. These chemicals are meant for solid glass windows or ceramic bathroom tiles inside a climate-controlled house. They are absolutely not designed for the delicate, soft-touch plastics, vinyl, and expensive leather inside a modern vehicle cabin. When you wipe your dash with ammonia, it completely strips away the essential oils and factory UV protectants baked into the plastic. You are essentially leaving that surface completely raw and unprotected. Now, add the greenhouse effect of a parked car in the summer, where interior temperatures can easily reach 140 degrees Fahrenheit. That raw, brittle plastic will literally bake, fade to an ugly, chalky gray, and eventually crack right down the middle. Once the dash cracks, there is no magical liquid fix. You are looking at a dashboard replacement that could cost thousands. You must always use dedicated automotive interior detailers that have UV blockers built right in, treating your dash the same way you would treat your skin with sunscreen. Now let us step outside the car, where the most common and destructive mistake happens right at the start of the driveway wash. You grab a single bucket, fill it with a heavy dose of soap, wash a filthy lower door panel, dunk the dirty mitt back into the bucket, and move to the hood. You are basically taking a handful of liquid sandpaper and dragging it across your clear coat. Automotive clear coat is incredibly delicate, often thinner than a standard sticky note. Every time you wipe the lower fenders or bumpers, your wash mitt picks up microscopic pieces of sand, sharp brake dust, and oily road grit. If you just dunk it back into your one soapy bucket, you are not cleaning the mitt at all. You are just turning your wash bucket into a gritty, abrasive soup. You then transfer all that sharp dirt directly back onto the hood and doors, grinding it into the paint. This creates thousands of tiny circular scratches called swirl marks that make your paint look dull, hazy, and covered in spider webs when the sun hits it. To stop this, you have to use the two-bucket method. One bucket is for your soapy water, and the second bucket is filled with pure, clean water, preferably with a plastic grit guard at the bottom. You wipe a panel, rinse the dirty mitt in the clean water bucket, wring it out completely, and only then do you dip it back into the pure soapy water. This simple extra bucket keeps your soap pristine and ensures nothing but clean suds touch your paint. Speaking of washing the exterior, the exact order in which you wash different parts of the vehicle matters immensely. I see so many guys wash the entire painted body of the car first, make the glass and paint look beautiful, and then move down with a brush to scrub the wheels and tires. This is completely backward and ruins the entire wash. Your wheels are by far the dirtiest part of the car, covered in highly corrosive semi-metallic brake dust, road tar, and thick grease. To clean them properly, you usually need a strong, specialized wheel cleaner, maybe an iron decontamination spray, and a lot of aggressive brushing. When you scrub the wheels last, all that nasty brake dust sludge and harsh wheel acid inevitably splashes right up onto your perfectly clean, unprotected fenders and doors. If you do not catch those acidic splashes immediately, they will eat right into your freshly washed clear coat. You should always wash, rinse, and completely finish all 4 wheels and tires first before you even touch the paint. Once the dirtiest parts of the car are completely done, dump your buckets, get totally fresh water, and start washing the painted surfaces, working from the roof down to the lower rockers. We are about to cover one of the most destructive drying habits that ruins more paint jobs than almost anything else. But real quick, if this is helping you rethink your weekend wash routine and saving your paint, hit subscribe so we can keep bringing you the best automotive deep dives, so you have washed the car perfectly. But what you do next can undo all that hard work in minutes. If you just leave your car parked in the driveway to air dry in the sun, you are asking for severe paint damage. Most city tap water is extremely hard, meaning it is packed with heavy minerals like calcium and magnesium. As the water evaporates off the hot metal panels, those minerals are left behind, baking into the clear coat to form stubborn, hard water spots. If left too long, these spots literally etch into the paint like an acid and require aggressive machine polishing to remove. But grabbing the wrong towel from the house to dry the car is just as bad. Do not ever use an old bath towel, a cotton t-shirt, or paper towels on your paint. To human hands, a thick bath towel feels soft, but at a microscopic level, those thick cotton loops are incredibly coarse and stiff. When you drag them across automotive paint, they act like a mild scouring pad, leaving deep scratches behind. You need to use a massive, high-quality microfiber drying towel. Microfiber is specifically engineered to pull water deep into its fibers without dragging dirt across the surface. The best technique is to lay the large towel flat on the hood and gently pull it by the top corners, letting the towel do the work without applying any downward pressure. Even better, if you have the budget, use a dedicated automotive leaf blower or a forced air car dryer. Blowing the water off means absolutely zero friction on the paint, which equals 0 scratches. It also pushes all the hidden water out of the tight panel gaps, grills, and mirror housings, so you do not get those annoying water streaks running down your doors the second you drive down the street. Back inside the cabin, another huge mistake people make is using the exact same hard brush on every single surface. A stiff nylon brush or a heavy-duty scrubbing pad is fantastic for pulling deep mud stains out of your carpeted floor mats or scrubbing the rubber tires, but they have absolutely no business touching your leather steering wheel or your piano black center console. Modern car interiors are full of incredibly delicate finishes. Piano black plastics will scratch if you wipe them with a dry paper towel, let alone a stiff brush. If you take a heavy bristle brush to your leather seats or soft-touch door panels, you will permanently score the material, stripping off the protective top coat and making the seats look prematurely aged, faded, and scuffed. You want to invest in a set of ultra-soft detailing brushes made from natural horsehair or boar's hair. These natural fibers are gentle enough to agitate dirt and lift it out of the tight leather grain or the plastic texturing without leaving a single microscopic scratch behind. You just spray a little interior cleaner onto the soft brush, work it into a light lather on the surface, and wipe the dirt away with a clean microfiber towel. Keep the heavy scrubbing brushes locked away strictly for the floorboards and pedals. While you are meticulously cleaning the interior, there is one massive safety component that almost everyone completely ignores, and that is the seatbelt. Think about it. Every single time you get in the car, you grab that belt with dirty hands. It absorbs your sweat, spilled coffee, body oils, and greasy summer sunscreen day after day, year after year. Over time, that oily buildup does not just look disgusting and smell bad, it actually degrades and weakens the nylon webbing fibers of the belt. Furthermore, when the belt gets stiff and heavy with dirt, it stops retracting properly. That is when you end up accidentally slamming the heavy metal buckle in your door, leaving a massive dent in the door jamb. A weakened, damaged seatbelt is a massive safety hazard in a crash. You do not want to use harsh chemical degreasers or bleach here either, as that will destroy the belt's tensile strength. The safe way to handle this is to pull the belt all the way out of the B-pillar, put a small clamp on it so it does not retract, and gently wipe the entire length with a microfiber towel soaked in a very mild mix of warm water and a tiny bit of gentle baby soap. Let it air dry completely before removing the clamp and letting it spool back up. It is a quick job that keeps you safe, stops that dingy smell, and fixes lazy seatbelt retractors. Finally, we have to talk about the air conditioning vents. You can spend an entire Saturday making the leather seats shine and the interior glass look completely invisible. But if you ignore the vents, you are failing the detail. Those deep plastic louvers are massive dust traps. Every time you crank the air conditioning on a humid summer day or blast the heater in the dead of winter, you are blowing all that accumulated dust, mold spores, and dead skin cells right into your face and all over the cabin you just spent hours cleaning. This buildup is exactly what contributes to that stale, musty, old car smell that you just cannot seem to get rid of with air fresheners. You do not need to take the dashboard apart to fix this. Just take one of those ultra soft natural hair detailing brushes we just talked about, spray a tiny amount of interior cleaner onto the brush, and gently agitate the dust inside the vents. While you are brushing, hold your vacuum hose with a soft brush attachment right next to the vent to instantly catch the debris as it kicks up into the air. If you want to get even deeper, you can use that sticky automotive detailing gel putty to press into the tight corners of the vents and lift the dust out perfectly. Getting rid of that hidden dirt makes the air in the cabin feel significantly fresher and the driving experience infinitely better. Detailing your car properly is not just about making the paint look pretty for a weekend car meet or a photo shoot. It is about preserving the delicate materials, protecting your hard-earned investment, and keeping the cabin a healthy, comfortable place to spend your commute. Every time you skip a crucial step, use the wrong household chemical, or rush the process with a dirty wash mitt, you are slowly chipping away at the car's structural integrity and its resale value. Small changes to your routine, like upgrading your towels and using the 2-bucket method, will keep your car looking like $1,000,000 for years to come. I want to know what your biggest detailing struggle is right now. Drop down into the comments and tell me what part of your car drives you absolutely crazy to clean, or if you have a mystery stain on your seats that you just cannot get rid of. Let us figure it out down there together. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to keep mastering your vehicle maintenance to save money and avoid the mechanic, smash that subscribe button, keep those wash buckets clean, and I will see you in the next video.